We went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to
point must scoring system, no standing 8 count. 5-time world champ, fast throwing the first shots of the fight. He said he'd stay fast.
Has definitely bulked up, comes in at 100, but he says he feels good. He feels like he still maintains some speed and got a good shot at pulling this off. If not, it's gonna be a long night.
Well, we'll see. Train, you know, with giving blood, giving urine, and he is big, and he is strong. But Marquez has never been able to execute that, but he's vowed that he will.
So 3 solid punches.
Marquez very cut around the midsection, though he looks like that at any time. So both guys are strong. So far, Marquez is...
He said he was going to be more aggressive, and he's definitely been aggressive here in the first round.
Marquez also said...
That bodes well for Marquez, because his counter-punching style will let him get...
chronological age, in terms of their ring age. Hey! All right, so remember, as Jaime told you, that's been the only difference in all 3 of these fights, besides the knockdowns.
Active aggressiveness. One of the...
Marquez has got to get...
Left hook, followed by the right uppercut.
Guy. There was the left hook, and then back upstairs by Marquez. They're into it now. Getting through. So far, Marquez really hasn't done much. He was tagged pretty good. I know he's in great shape, but I also know he's 39.
Well, one of the things we knew.
Opinion dominant for most of the rest of the fight. Then he get dropped in the 3rd round in the 2nd fight. Manny very quick on his feet, gets out of the way when this guy is soft from the UK. There was a lot of controversy about who would judge this fight. Only one Nevada judge, and that's Adelaide Bird. And nothing. This fight, which they did today.
From Marquez's right hand. Thus far, he's moving completely.
Trained for this, we did this, and then he went back to doing what he wants to do. Fighters, once the bell sounds, they kind of do what they want to do. And he's fighting the way he always does fight. Let's see if at any... A little bit better round for Marquez this time.
But he's still waiting a little too long to get off.
He is. But the question to me is he waiting? That's my question.
And that's a very good... Because if he...
He drops Pacquiao for the first time in 4 fighting right hand. There's the power of Manny Pacquiao. Hits the canvas in the trilogy of fights now into the 4th fight. So Pacquiao did get...
He did it just with a straight right. A big right hand by puncher.
Big left hook. He really... Marquez.
There's that over right. And Manny seems stunned, surprised to Marquez.
All right, we go to round 4. So much for what I thought that Marquez was lethargic for that right hand, which was the jaw of Manny Pacquiao. He took it, and he did get it off.
You know what? I don't know if this has any bearing into what's going to happen later on or how they feel after the fight. But it's to know that on the canvas, whether he wins or not. That
again, if he has to. But you know, you pointed out another thing, and here they really, you know, this is scientific what they're doing right now. They're trying to figure each other out. It's between rounds 3 and 6 for both fighters. 17 for Pacquiao, and Marquez has 10.
Well, this also may be a little bit more cautious and not as aggressive as he wanted to be. Because now that he's tasted Marquez's power, he might stay on the outside a little bit more.
Well, what I took in the first couple of rounds of being a bit lethargic, there's no question about that. And he's a great counterpuncher, so he doesn't have to be as crisp as a normal fighter would be. Because
he's an intelligent fighter as well. He's not going to commit mistakes that lead Manny to take advantage of something that might send Marquez to the canvas.
Well, nobody's winning this round, by the way. This is one of the real close rounds in the fight. Unless somebody's definitive in the last 49, 48 seconds of this round.
Well, I think that Marquez has landed a couple of good shots. He landed a really hard, stiff.
Those 3 heavy punches that Marquez landed, for me, would be enough to give him the round at this point with 4.
I myself always to be redundant at the end of a round. Which guy would I want to be at the end of that round? Right now, I think I may have wanted to be Marquez so far.
And I would Marquez, and he landed a shot. The Hall of Fame referee from the Philippines, Bruce McTavish, told me, you know, with the religion, with the problem with the marital situation, and the distraction of being a politician in the Philippines, that boxing was number 4. But it seems like when he trains, he puts all his no more distractions. But, you know, the one thing again, and again, this fight is very, very close. So we're not talking about Manny losing this fight right now. Although I have Marquez slightly out in front by 1 point. Well, distractions are still there.
That was a great left hand by Manny. And Marquez took it.
Boy, the crowd is really into it here at the end. Marquez stiff with that jab, driving off the back foot. That's the right hand go. Actually, his punch. Oh, that's going to be stretching off balance. So down goes Marquez. 7. A-cut. Not hurt at all. He was more off balance, but there was. So that negates what he did in a much more impressive way. Just a straight left hand. That straight left hand by Manny caught him off balance, but look at Marquez battle back.
You know what? They said, oh, I had my doubts. I don't anymore.
Oh, no, I think you put that fear to rest. You can put that to rest, I mean. Pacquiao tries to come in. Marquez trying to salvage this round now for himself. If he can win being down. Manny filled with confidence again. Now that's one thing. Even though it was, oh, straight right hand by Pacquiao. Here's Pacquiao trying to drop him again. He may be. Has a shot. He is. He doesn't hang on. He fires back. Pacquiao is going. Marquez will have no part of it as he loads up shots himself. What is? How about this, folks? Back and forth they go. How about that round of boxing? Here comes the bell. It's all over in the 5th round.
And Marquez is all busted up. And here's a replay of the knockdown. Grab, and then he sort of steps on his foot, but at the same time he connects with that straight left hand, and then Marquez goes down. I think it was a little bit of a combination of the punch and also that he lost it. Pacquiao absolutely took over that round. And he busted up Marquez.
Yeah, he saw it was up against that outstretched foot of Manny, and so he tumbled over that. At the same time, he got punched and he was off balance. Damage was done because Manny busted him up with a cut across the bridge of the nose, and I think there's another cut as well.
And his nose may be busted because Marquez is breathing.
Boy, this is something else. Well, we thank back together because this is a sensational fight to this point. And we're not even halfway through the fight unless it's a knockout.
And see, he's bleeding profusely through the nose, so I think that nose is definitely busted.
Yeah, I think you're right, too. And very dangerous to get hit in the jaw. Now, the big surprise was Pacquiao was down in the 3rd. Then he was able to knock Marquez down ever so lightly in the last round. But then the 5th round. And back at... And Manny's really into this thing now. Hands high, straight left hand down the middle. Pain that he must be feeling with that broken nose. I mean, look at the dip in the bridge of the nose. It's broken. Right on top of it again. What makes fight? These guys are so tough.
Well, you've got to be a special person to be a fighter. That's for sure.
They're a breed unto themselves, honey. And with, man, I really appreciate that. And this is why, folks. Nice left hand by Manny, and that's his power shot again. That was the left hand that dropped Marquez.
And all that punishment that Marquez took in the last round definitely took something out of Marquez, because he's not moving like he was in the previous 2 or 3 rounds.
No, you just take a look at the heels of the two. Much more, he sort of stumbles back that time. That's an indication that the legs could be a little weak. and they've got to be. And he skips past him. Manny's got plenty of legs.
It doesn't seem like Marquez has his.
It's in the size of the legs when we have a wider shot. You see that Pacquiao's got huge calves and very narrow the calves of Marquez. That's where power comes. And here they are back into a war again to end the 6th round. And Manny with the body shot. Knocked out. Juan Manuel Marquez has Pacquiao. Straight right. Whoa. Straight right hand knocked him out cold. Manny coming in and he walked on the chin. Boom, Marquez to land that shot. Manny knocked out cold. Saw a little punch with the left hand that I thought went to the body. Here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas comes to an end at 59 seconds of round number 5. The winner, damas y caballeros, Ciudad de Mexico, Juan Manuel Marquez.
The 6th round. How about that fight? Boy, it was a war back and forth. Pacquiao was knocked down for the first time in the fight, back in the hard knockdown. Then in kind of a half trip, but a punch behind it. Marquez went down in the 5th. This round number 3, when Manny hard knockdown. He got hit with a good shot and his legs were not good. He's able to get back up, showing his conditioning, but his legs weren't great. And now here's round number 5. Where Marquez half trips and half gets really loading things up in the later part of the round. And his round 6 at the tail end of the round. 2nd of the round. Oh, man, what a shot. And again, goes to the neutral corner and is pinching and twisting. He's knocked out cold. When you see a guy fall in an awkward position like that, he's not getting up.
Juan Manuel, congratulations after this fight. Felicitaciones. ¿Cómo te sientes después de haber logrado esta victoria?
Muy contento. Yo creo que estamos viendo el resultado.
I'm very happy. 4.5 months led to this round. What did you see and what were you able to connect?
De que tiró el 1-2, nos metimos a su guardia.
What you thought after you knocked him down?
Esta pelea tenemos que llevarla con calma, que Manny Pacquiao es un peleador fuerte, que Manny Pacquiao te conecta un golpe y te puede noquear.
Well, I knew that I had to be. Seemed like he had you in trouble there at the end of that round.
Me conectó. A ver.
He did hit me with a good punch, and then
quiero festejar el triunfo con mi familia. Quiero festejar al presidente, Enrique Peña Nieto.
Now, what happened there at the end? You seem to be in control. Well, he dropped you already in the 3rd round, and you seem to be stunned by it. Were you a little bit more cautious after that?
Yes, he got me a good shot. You know, that's boxing. That's boxing.
You could knock him out.
Yes, I'm take rest and
see a 5th or more.
Well, Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta fought